Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to The Source, your source for celebrity news. Check this out. Ever since Cassie dropped her bombshell lawsuit against P. Diddy and walked away with like the millions in the bag, mad people have been like, how come nobody ever tried to expose this dude? Well, they have, because last year Freddy P, aka Freddie Watson, from like the old show Making a Band, tried to tell everybody about Diddy, but nobody was listening. Not only did Freddy P say that P. Diddy threatened to take his life, but he also said that Diddy robbed him and the other 5 members of the band blind, because Diddy walked away from the show and the band with over $44 million in the second season alone, while he only hit them off with less than $500K for all 3 seasons to split among all 6 of them. Freddy P also said that working with P. Diddy was such a traumatic experience that it messed up his mental health, so much that sometimes he wakes up in the night gasping for air and doesn't even want to be here anymore. Freddie went on to say that P. Diddy is a talentless parasite who will try to ruin you if he can't use you. And he also said that P. Diddy is so shady that he gives his family members his artist publishing rights. For example, Freddie said that Diddy's mom used to own the band's publishing rights, and that Diddy's son, Justin Combs, used to own Mace's publishing rights, which means that while they were basically making zilch off of their hard work and artistry, Diddy's mom and son were collecting royalty checks for years. Check out what Freddy P has been out here on the internet saying for the last year.
Niggas got their foot on your neck, niggas wanna see you fall. And it be niggas, you know what I'm saying, like, it's this nigga Puffy. And my main motherfucking reason why I really hate fucking life, dog. Like, people don't even understand. It take a lot to do this video. I don't even know if I'm gonna release it. But I needed this for my sanity. I had to just break away and talk to myself real quick. But people don't know what a nigga been through. To be at your highest peak and have it snatched away from you because you don't want to kiss ass. And man, we all black people, man. Black people continue to step on each other and hold each other down. And that shit for people mental. I'm a nigga that'll run in there and blow your shit loose, bro. I don't give a fuck. Do you really want to be in a situation where you make a man that mad, dog? Well, you take it from a man's family where I gotta sell dope for 20 years and survive in these streets and still don't have a felony, my nigga. I have my freedom almost taken away from me several times, dog. You hear me? Trying to survive, my nigga. You can't go get no job. You just want to be regular sometimes. You can't even go get a job. You walk in the job, hey, it's Freddy P. What's up, boy? You gotta back up out of what the fuck? You can't even be a regular human no more after some shit like that. But he don't know nothing about that, cause he don't come from this shit. He don't come from this shit for real. Niggas like that don't come from this shit. Niggas like that don't think all about hurting and getting gain, power. Niggas gonna die horribly, man. You niggas gonna die horribly. Testicle cancer something, man. God gonna get you niggas, man. Cause you fuck with God hard, man. You got a nigga like me who don't even care about no money. I would've did way more for my city than any one of these niggas did. Cause I'm from Liberty City, I'm from Overtown. Them niggas just shoot videos though. Them niggas ain't never did shit for Gilson Park, William Park. Them niggas ain't never built no homes for the homeless. Them niggas ain't did nothing I would've did. Them niggas exploited my city, they exploited the culture. Y'all don't know, I'm just telling y'all, man. Be mindful, dog. Appreciate what you got, man. But listen, you're not God, bro. When God put you on a mission to change people's lives, you do what he asks you to do. And you'll be rewarded. Nigga at 900 million, nigga, you still at 9. Kanye done passed you, Jay done passed you. Cause they don't practice bad business like that. They ain't stepping on each other to get where they gotta go. Nigga, you look at Jay-Z, nigga, Dame made millions, Bean made millions. All them niggas around them made real money. Nigga, you ain't made 200,000 with you, nigga. But you done made over 60, 70 million off us, nigga. And we ain't make 200,000 a piece off you, nigga. Listen, man. I just want to tell y'all, this music industry ain't what it seems. I got people in this music industry right now that won't fuck with me, and I was cool with them. They won't fuck with me because of that nigga. Cause fucking with me and you won't fuck with that nigga. He take it personal. He want to shut doors, so they don't want to have nothing to do with that, and I don't blame him. I blame that nigga. When you go through what that nigga put a nigga through for the last 20 years, you get tired, bro. You just tired. You grow hate. It's like a cancer. It's like, nigga, what type of nigga is you? I want to leave this here in case I ever fucking perish, my nigga. You could look back at this, dog. You die before me, dog. How you think I'm gonna feel? You think I'm gonna laugh? Or you think I'm gonna cry? When you die, people supposed to cry about you, dog. This world gonna talk bad about you, brother. This world gonna exploit every bad thing. How you got every bad dollar? Your legacy is fucked, man. And you don't even go back and try to make it right, my nigga. Cause that shit not in you. Y'all niggas be worried about what's on you, not what's in you. That's the difference between everybody in y'all generation and my generation. That's the fuck generations, period. You niggas that's built for money only worry about what's on you.
Why does it seem like his name out of all is villainized as being one of them dudes that just take terrible business? Why does it seem like Diddy's name is the one?
It's facts. The facts. You gotta look at it. Even Kanye made motherfucking Big Sean a millionaire.
Yeah.
Even Kanye made John Legend a millionaire. Jay-Z lowest accomplishment is worth $65 million, and that's J. Cole. He's a god.
Talk about it. Yeah.
You got Rihanna, who's a billionaire. Kanye, who's a billionaire. Like, why you don't have one millionaire under your belt? Not one. You get what I'm saying? It's the facts, bro. You done deal with 40, 50 artists, man, and you the only one that made money. You the only one. You the only one that's still surviving. Jay-Z got a list of people up on there. Even fucking Beanie Siegel made money. Dame made money. Big, the whole camp made money. Petey Crack, all them boys made money. Diddy the only one, bro, because he don't have no talent. His talent is robbing people. His talent is picking out the best store. I can tell you now, he from Mount Vernon. So he can hear some shit that say, damn, you went through that? Boy, put that shit on track. Sell it to the people because of his face, and you know he the gatekeeper. You get what I'm saying? So he ate off that. He ate off having resources. He ate off being the one that can walk you through the door. You don't have no talent though. Why are you richer than the talent? Because you robbed the talent. Why your son got Mace motherfucking publishing? This shit don't make no fucking sense. Why your mama got our publishing? This shit don't make no sense. Why my son ain't got it? You get what I'm saying? Like, it's just evident, like, he's the only one that practiced bad business, and that's why that nigga can't touch a bill. Because he can't touch $1 billion, because it's gonna be hard to get the next 100 million. The world don't need you no more. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, people used to need him to be seen with him. Now he's the parasite. He's a hip-hop parasite.
The cheesecake thing, looking back, what you think about that? Like, really when you look back at it.
I'm starving too. You know something? I want me a piece of cheesecake. You know where to get the cheesecake spot is at? Yeah. And y'all can walk from here, get the cheesecake, see the city, enjoy the sights, would you? Fred, you alright? Fred, yeah. You alright? Fred, I'm good.
This dude must be crazy. Sooner or later we gon' clash.
The word is funny. My cheesecake, if my cheesecake is in the least bit soft or brittle or not on point, yo, we'll go back.
You know what Junior's is at? Yo, fam, Puffy just told us to go to the store in Brooklyn and bring him back a cheesecake and walk.
Niggas want this shit, man, but we was just on the tip like you was trying to put us out there like a bitch or something, like make us walk all the way to Brooklyn, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't really care however you took it or whatever went through your mind. It was a mission that had to be done. All this psychological, that's ego. So the ego's in your way. So the ego made the decision. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing I'm gonna get some cheesecake. You got that much ego? Go do your thing, man. Don't sit here and be talking about it, man. Be fly about it. Get your swag on, walk that way. That way, do it. If you want to think about it, or if you ain't gonna walk that way, walk to Brooklyn and be happy about it.
I mean, me, I would never do it to them. I would have never did it to them kids. I mean, with us. You get what I'm saying? That's just my character, though. But, I mean, you gotta look at who you dealing with. Like, I ain't trying to be whatever. That man ain't from the streets, you feel what I'm saying? Man, it's cold sucker, you feel me? Like, some of the shit he do, man, by definition, you know what I'm saying? He's a sucker. You get what I'm saying? Like, wow, you making people walk for cheesecake, wash cars, walk around Brooklyn at 6 in the morning screaming Biggie verses loud. It's a lot of shit I don't even remember.
Oh, it was stuff that we never saw y'all was doing.
Yeah, man. Like, people don't understand. People always come back and talk to me. I'm like, bro, don't ever talk to me about no edited show. Oh, I watched you. You wanted to go home. Bro, if you ever seen something on the show or something you didn't see, you get what I'm saying?
So now knowing, you know that was a humiliation ritual, right?
Huh?
You know that was a humiliation ritual, right?
Yeah. Now I'm older. Me and him had done gotten some shit where he had threatened me, like. And this is like the first time, man, this nigga was cool as fuck before this. Like, not the best of friends, but he respected my mind. So we hadn't got into something in his lobby where a bunch of cameras was around, and he was like, I buy every house in your neighborhood. He was like, nigga, he was trying to say I ain't bad. He was like, I buy every house in your neighborhood, and every time you come out, nigga, somebody will get popped. So I'm thinking like,
talking about pop.
Now,
pop.
Now listen, when another nigga tell you this, man, you get your goofy ass on, man.
Yeah.
Like, you ready? Get your animated ass. But when a nigga like Puffy tell you that, you go to picturing the shit. When we went home, I never came back.
So was it a vibe? It was an aura? Was it something that you seen? Or when he said what he said that you was like, I don't want to be around?
Said, like, I'm the type of nigga, man, when you threaten me, it's up. Like, I was outside the studio the whole night. And let me tell you how funny God worked. I could talk about it now because nothing ever transpired. And one of the dudes that I was with, he had a heart attack then. So, I ain't getting nobody in trouble. But we sitting across the street in the G-Wagon. I got the Mac on my lap. He got a 38 on. We sitting right across. It's a parking lot, like across the street. And then it's an alley that'll shoot us right to the street, a one-way street that's gonna go straight to the West Side Highway. So I'm finna, you know what I'm saying? So we had did our little homework. We had figured, watch the block, make sure there was no police parked out there. So we sat outside for 2 or 3 hours waiting on this nigga to come out. And he never showed up.
You was gonna give it to him?
Yeah, hell, fuck yeah. I don't play like that.
Damn.
Like, hell, my mama sold out. Like, he was gonna get everything he asked for. And cause I know it'd be him, Uncle Paulie, and like another security guard. You feel me? And I know Uncle Paulie no real niggas. You feel me? But man, I've been in war with real niggas my whole life. So a lot of people probably want to know, besides what he said to you, that the world don't know that you and him had this incident where he kind of threatened you. What is your issue with him exactly? Man, just probably like a year or two ago, I ain't really had no issue. I was willing to overlook all that shit. You get what I'm saying? Because I still was making it in the street. Like, I still was counting boxes of money. So, we was finna do a reunion, I guess, like 2-3 years ago. And Sarah showed me the contract, a copy of his contract of what he had with MTV, and he had made $44 million off us. And I never knew it was that serious. So now, on top of you never even splitting 500,000 between us, fuck $1 million, you ain't even take 500,000 and bust it down between us. On top of you doing that, on top of me hearing rumors of how your whole staff was fucking us and setting up shows and telling us we wasn't getting paid this and setting up shows for 70, 80,000 and busting $20,000 in one group and shit like that. They did a lot of fuck shit. That's why I say everybody in Bad Boy sucks. All of them. Stevie J, all them niggas. That's why you see them niggas now, niggas creep. D-Dot, Angela, they creeps, man. I was telling them in their face, they know not to play with me, man. You get what I'm saying? Like, all them niggas sucks. All of them used us. All of them made money off us. All of them made more money than us. You get what I'm saying? Off of our show, and they wasn't doing shit. When I say these niggas that show up once a week, these niggas wasn't doing shit. But these niggas were walking around with envelopes fatter than all. But listen, when that man, it's kind of like a situation with Mace. Like Mace's situation, kind of like, he felt like Mace owed him. Like, Mace fucked up the money. Mace fucked up the money. He felt like I fucked up the money. He had told me what he wanted to do, and I walked away from it. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, nigga, oh yeah, that's how you feel. I'm gonna make sure you never succeed again. I'm gonna like, you think you gonna run back to Miami? You not.
So do you feel like you're 100% blackball right now?
Oh, for sure. And it ain't even like, it's more of a people rather be down with Diddy than you situation. You get what I'm saying? But Diddy gonna go out his way to make sure that he let niggas know he don't fuck with you like that. And he gonna make up whatever kind of story. So it's gonna be up to anybody. Come on, man. Them niggas gonna rock with Diddy, man. Them niggas, you can tell how them niggas act now. Them niggas pussy get wet every time they round that nigga. Them niggas is fucking girls, man. You know what I'm saying? They don't stand for nothing, bro.
So right now, if you look into your phone and Diddy is watching you, which they all watch, what is your exact words to him?
And go make it right, man. Stop being a sucker. You know what I'm saying? You go make it right, man. Go back and help them, like the Day 26s, you know, the band. I just had one of my group members call me the other day, just woke up in tears from having an anxiety attack because of the Mace record. And he's like, yo, I didn't know I was even going through that.
Freddy P went on to say that working with P. Diddy changed who he was and made him very cold-hearted.
I've been made cold over the years. Like, I remember when I used to be in my bedroom stacking up books, preaching like I was a preacher to my brother, and I'm praying every night. So I always been in love with God. I always been on a drop to my knee prayer every night, still to this day. I don't play. I gotta get it in. I gotta pray. And if I miss 7 days, 6 days, I'm gonna go back and do 6 straight prayers. But I always been that type of guy, but I hadn't got to a point in my life where I was like, when did I turn like this? Like, and it was making me like, yo, you not Tank no more. Who is this Freddy P dude? Like, when did you become so cold? When did you not care about death? When did you? And I just want to think about it. Like, this nigga made me cold because he made me face the world. When you gotta face the world and you know everybody laughing at you, you develop a fuck it, see me attitude.
Bro,
you can't act.
You need counseling.
Everybody would say, yeah.
You need all right. So let me explain this to you so you can understand it, and it'll make you. Let me warm it up for you to where it's not so it's palatable. So, reason why you need counseling because you've been through shit, right? Now, what the counseling is gonna do to you is gonna teach you coping mechanisms in these times of crisis. It's certain shit that trigger you. I know a nigga be like, yo, get me some cheesecake. You gonna be like, yo, I'll punch you in your mouth. You understand what I'm saying? See, shit like that.
Shit out of nigga.
See, it's gonna trigger you, but it has to be a point to where that doesn't trigger you anymore. Certain things that people say to you don't offend you because, and that's what counseling come in at. It teach you coping mechanisms. See, we get psychologists mixed up with psychiatrists. The psychiatrists try to put you on pill.
When niggas done tried that shit. Like when they say, oh, go give me a cheesecake, I tell them to give me 25 bands. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
But I don't want to push the narrative out there. I just want to tell people, man, like I was going through something that day. I didn't even expect that post to go viral. It was just something that went from the heart. What I was doing on this new Instagram was, like I was telling you, I didn't feel like when I turned 40, I didn't feel like I was gonna make it to 41. You know what I'm saying? The way I'm living, everything. So I was like, yo, this gonna be my year that I just leave my messages to this nigga. So when I die, if you go back to one of my old posts, I even told the nigga, if I die, pay for my funeral. That's the least he could do. You get what I'm saying? And I was like telling my people, fuck life insurance, all that shit, make that nigga pay for my funeral. That's the least he could do. That mental health shit is so real because it's like, for so long, I had like all the street shit I ever done. You gotta hold that in. You gotta beat up for this. It's so much that you holding in. Your soul need to breathe sometimes. You know, just because of G code and whatever, you gotta beat G code or whatever. That stuff piles up on you. Deaths and dirtbag shit and all that stuff. It was fun when you younger, but when you older, you need to cleanse your soul. And I didn't know that until I cried on that video. I immediately was a relief on my body, you know what I'm saying? And me just having these interviews, just being able to tell my side now, he made me mad when he was like, stop your crying, you bitch ass nigga. I don't want to be no rapper. You think I'm crying because I'm one of them niggas who out here want to pass out a seat? Oh, please accept me. Fuck no. Nigga, I'm crying because of the shit I did because of your pussy ass. That's how I feel. Like, bro, if you'd have just did what God asked you to do, I wouldn't even have to go back and take that route. I done hurt a lot of people. Along with hurting people, I done crossed my soul over, hurt myself, got to deal with that pain. How I'm going to be a father, you got to think about a person that believe in death. I want to see my son again when I die, when he died. I want to be the one that come get him at the gate. ain't no promise I'm gonna be there because of the shit that you done put me through. Like Suge said, who ain't safe? This nigga, people calling Suge said Puffy ain't safe. Nigga, I'm talking about, cause I used to be around the nigga that was around Jimmy Henchman or whatever, so, you know, I ain't gotta talk about that or whatever, but yeah, he was fucking with Jimmy, whatever, you know, Jimmy held him down. That bitch ass nigga ain't cut like that, man. He doing that shit, he do all that gorilla shit now, cause, you know, the world unchained, and he the big dog now. But I know you, when the gangsters was pressing you, man, you was a cold mark. That's why I addressed it. I got on his page. And bitch ass nigga, you ain't know, I could tell, you could tell a nigga who ain't never had to stand over nothing. They talk like that. It's so easy for them to talk. You ain't never had to stand over nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like, all you did was send people, or, you know what I'm saying? Or, you was scared of Pop. You was scared of Suge. Nigga, I know you don't talk to me like that.
You was around when that was going on?
I wasn't around when Partner was around, but I was around when Suge was pressing his ass.
Oh, you saw Suge press him?
Yeah, I mean, Suge, man, I was in LA, nigga, in the car with the pistol, with the niggas, with the, you know what I'm saying, the hitters.
Mace, you heard the record. What you thought about it?
Loved it.
I said you need
Mace
to be on the
president.
I said you need to be on a remix.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And it ain't even an enemy of my enemy, is a friend of mine situation. It's a thank you. Somebody, bro, come out. Stop being scared. Tell the world, bro. This man cannot die with all the evil shit he did being praised like that. That go against everything God stands. You think I'm just out here doing this fearlessly? I'm led by a high power. He want this man exposed. And he gonna send his one-eyed son to lead the wild into the ways of man. The way Pac said it. They stopped Pac.
Now, after Freddy P dropped a few videos explaining how working with Diddy was a traumatic experience that really affected his mental health, P. Diddy jumped online and said, quote, "Stop all your crying, being and moaning. Hustle harder or get the F out of our way. No ego, just hustle. Love." End quote. Well, after P. Diddy said that, Freddy P jumped back online and he responded to Diddy by saying the following.
I don't want to be down with you niggas. I done seen what it was. All I said was go back and make it right. You can't do nothing for me, bro. I don't want nothing from that man, bro. That man can say, I'll give you $2 million on my mama's soul. Everybody know me. That man can say, I'll give you $2 million right now to come sit with me. I don't want to, bro. You had 20 years, bro. All I ask is that you go make it right with my group members, with Diddy Kane, with Day 26. Go help those people, bro. So I don't want nobody to get my message, mister. I see the little subliminal, bro. Don't do that, bro. Cause like we just gotta go through the history. Let's go. Loon, G-Del, Black Rob, Danny Kane. 5 of those or 4 of those. I don't even got no disrespect to them because I never really watched the show. But I know RB and Don and I don't know them, but you know I know of them because you know clips and shit. So ain't no disrespect, bro. Day 26. Why nobody ever signed again, bro? Nobody. I'm just saying if it's just me tripping and oh you just mad, if I'm just mad, bro, let's go to the facts. Let's look at the history. There's nobody ever been a millionaire. Nobody never got a second deal out this man. And these people got talent, bro. Okay? I said what I said, bro. This ain't no beef. I don't got no beef. I got beef with the nigga I'm hunting, man. I ain't got no beef with y'all, man. They mad with that truth, dog. One thing about the truth, dog, that shit hurt, bro. That shit hurt. Niggas like hustle hard, and dark crying, bitch and moan. When them tears dropped, every time a tear dropped on that video was from me doing something to somebody, bro. I'm a sucker for everything I ever did to him. Every time I ever stood over a nigga, every time I ran a nigga down, I'm a sucker for that, bro. Cause I live for God, bro. And only thing I blamed you about was I had an opportunity not to go that route. You could have helped me not go that route. So when I wake up in sweats and tears and I wake up with my pain, bro, I feel like it's your fault because you could have saved me from that route. That's it. You don't owe me nothing. I get offended, yeah. I nigga, I see your kid spending money on shit. Yeah, I get offended, my nigga, because my kid ain't got that. You made $100 million off the nigga, dog. How I'm supposed to feel?
Check this out. Freddy P said a whole lot, and whether you believe him or not, that's on you. But really quick, let's take it away from the music business. If you went to work every day for 3 years and you only got paid like $25K, and then you found out that the person working in the cubicle right next to you who was stealing your TPS reports got paid like $44 million, and their family members, meaning their mom and their son, were getting a cut of your check, you might be salty too. So it's important to look at what Freddy P is saying in that context. Now, with that being said, everybody knows that Diddy does dirty business. And I know, you're like, Sauce, you just saying that, you don't know that for facts, you just repeating what everybody else says. Actually, I'm not, because I have personally seen some of the contracts, and I know, you're like, yo, how you see the contracts? And my response to you is, don't worry about that. Now, the one thing that Freddy P said that we can verify is that Diddy's been making mad money off his Bad Boy artists for years, while most of the artists that were signed to Bad Boy either end up broke dead in some kind of legal trouble, or they've tried their hardest to get away from Diddy. I mean, when you look at the hit records, Diddy seems great, but when you look at the track record, not so much. So let's take a look. Let's start with Craig Mack. After dropping Flavor in Your Ear, Craig had major beef with Diddy over money issues and left the label in 1995. Craig would later go on to say that a major music producer / executive tried to cheat him out of mad money, and the situation got so bad that he actually thought about murking the dude. Although Craig didn't drop names, many speculate that the producer he was talking about was Diddy. When discussing Craig Mack and Diddy, Diddy's former bodyguard Gene Deal said this.
Their relationship was good up until Craig changed his managers. And then Puff showed him. He was like, yo, I'm going to show this nigga. He think I'm playing with him. And then Craig was ostracized from Bad Boy. You know, through whatever was going on, whatever he was doing, you know, he didn't fuck with him no more. And Craig Mack was a hell of a rapper. But as far as their relationship, man, you know how dude is. He living off the dead, man. And he's saying shit right now. You know what I'm saying? But he wasn't that good to them dudes when they was alive.
Now, speaking about living off of the dead, let's discuss the notorious B.I.G. Shortly before Bad Boy released his second album, Life After Death, Biggie was shot and killed in L.A. Now, despite the fact that Biggie was supposed to be his BFF and he loved him so much, Puffy was so determined to keep making money off of Biggie's trademark that he signed Shine because Shine sounded exactly like Biggie, and he wanted Shine to complete the tracks that Biggie had left undone in the studio. I mean, can you imagine that? You're like, oh my goodness, I can't believe my ninja gone. Yo, but can we please find somebody that sounds just like him so we can finish this album in the studio? What kind of mess is that? And that is why, in the beginning, a lot of people didn't rock with Shine. But since we mentioned Shine, let's talk about it. Shine got sentenced to 10 years after participating in a shooting in a New York City nightclub after Diddy accidentally bumped into somebody. And according to witnesses, Diddy was actually the person who pulled the gun first. Now, after Diddy walked with little more than a slap on the wrist and Shine ended up getting 10 years, Shine claimed that Diddy threw him under the bus. Now, let's talk about Faith Evans. Shortly after Biggie died, Faith packed up all her ish and headed right on over to Arista Records. Which brings us to Mace, because at the height of his career, out of nowhere, Mace just decided to walk away from Puffy and he was like, I done seen too much, I gotta go get closer to God. I mean, Mace dipped so quick that Puffy was left standing out there all alone in his shiny suit. And then Mace came back out and said this.
When I see the hurt and the pains of other people on Bad Boy, that motivates me to say something so I don't be deemed as a person who just made a bunch of money and turned a blind eye. I'm not gonna be like the rest of the people around Puff that don't tell him he's wrong. I'm not gonna be like the yes men around him that see him ruining people's lives and never tell him he's wrong. More people on here will tell me I'm wrong, but won't say anything to him. They'll judge my beliefs, they'll judge my Christianity, and they'll say nothing to Puff.
Now, I know what you're thinking. You're like, Sauce, surely Total walked away with a few bucks after being with Puffy? Nope. Total tried to leave the label and it took them years to get out from under their dirty one-sided deal with P. Diddy, which basically left all three of them broke after selling millions of records. Now I know, you're like, Sauce, please tell us something good about Carl Thomas. Carl Thomas ended up broke and says that he can't afford to pay $300 a month in child support to the woman who Tasha K claims was homeless when he knocked her up. Now, just to be fair, The woman says that she was not homeless when Carl Thomas put a baby in her belly, but she became homeless afterwards. That brings us to the locks. Styles P, Jadakiss, and Sheek Louch had to fight tooth and nail to get released from their contract with Diddy, and they say that P. Diddy refused until Sheek Louch had enough and he threw a chair at Diddy's head. After asking Puff to be released from their contract in 1999, Jadakiss said, quote, "When we had this situation, we knew we couldn't win financially in litigation in court. The little bit of pennies we had at the time would have been gone after 2 court dates. The only power we got is the streets. Once we decided to go against Diddy, he had the power to block us from ever putting out a song ever again. We didn't have no leverage, really, besides the street. We had mixtapes, we had the people behind us who thought we would be great artists in the future. If we gonna do it, let's do it. But just know, it could go all the way bad." End quote. Okay, let me hurry this along because I did not expect this video to be this long, but I feel like I'm on a roll. Loon left Bad Boy Records in a dispute over unpaid royalties. The band, you already heard Freddy P, so you know what happened. Danity Kane. Aubrey alleges that she was fired from Danity Kane because she refused to do things that were expected of her outside of her regular work responsibilities. Not talent-wise, but in other areas. Hint, hint. I mean, from that, I get the feeling that Diddy wanted her to put on that white nail polish. I know, you're like, Sauce, we've heard enough. Nope, can't stop, won't stop. Day 26, broke. And when discussing working with Diddy, Willie Taylor said, quote, "Learning experience. You gotta understand that people will do whatever you allow them. So don't let your passion drive you in the wrong direction. Day 26, Danity Kane are talented groups, but the situation in which we were met was designed to fail." G-Dep. After releasing several hit songs with Diddy, G-Dep was dropped from the Bad Boy label, and on December 15, 2010, G-Dep walked into the 25th precinct in Queens, New York to turn himself in. He confessed to a cold case crime and said that he murdered a man in Queens in 1993. I know, you're like, what in the world is wrong with that record label? Is Bad Boy cursed? I know, but let's talk about 112. In February of 2002, 112 tried to leave Bad Boy Records and go sign with Island Def Jam subdivision Def Soul. Puffy filed an injunction in court to stop them from leaving because he said that their obligations to Bad Boy were not fulfilled. When discussing the dispute, one of the members of 112 said, quote, "We were 16 years old when we signed those contracts. We were naive. We not blaming anybody for what we did, but the way it was presented to us was like we family, that it was all about love. Being adults now and being more mature and knowing the business now, we would have never signed. But at that time, we were hungry, we were desperate. We needed whatever we could get to be out there to sing to the world, to be artists. That's why the family thing is such a contradiction. If you such a family, you would have just taken care of us regardless of the structure of the contracts. If I'm a man and I'm worth 100 million and I got this group and they signed an agreement that's structured in a way that they can't make money, me personally, if I was the head of the Bad Boy family, I would have just said, okay, let me break these guys off with a little something." End quote. Okay, so I know, you're like, Sauce, we don't want to hear about all of these artists, we want to hear what Lil' Kim had to say, because we know that Lil' Kim would never say nothing negative about Puffy. Oh really? Because when Lil' Kim got locked up, she said that Puffy didn't check on her not once. Kim said, quote, "He didn't even write me a letter. I didn't need no money, but just the fact that he didn't even try to, you gonna go see Wayne? What I'm saying about Puff is, how dare you? If anything, keep your loyalty to me, because I've been there for you." End quote. Listen, I'm just over here shaking my head, because that right there is jacked up. The least that P. Diddy could have done for Lil' Kim was put a little money for commissary on the books. Now, if you think that the way that P. Diddy treated Lil' Kim when she was in jail was a little sus, wait till you hear what he did to Black Rob. Black Rob was sentenced to over 7 years in prison in 2006, and he says that when he was in prison, Diddy cut off his health insurance even though he knew that he was suffering from kidney failure. Check this out.
As far as, all the other people up at Bad Boy, nobody reached out to me one time. I don't even care. Because all it takes is a press of the button, Department of Corrections, you know my name, you know my birthday. I used to work here. When I heard that, this nigga went seeing this nigga Wayne in jail, and you ain't come CPR? Like all the years we spent together, like that shit didn't mean nothing to you, dog. Like You actually think I'm not your man? So that right there told me like, yo, that nigga was never my man. Ever. You got like 50 employees, man. You ain't even have to write the letter. I had got sick with the kidney shit, you know what I'm saying? And up there, you know what I'm saying? Like, they was asking me that I had insurance and all this. Yeah, I had insurance. When I was employed at Bad Boy Records, I had insurance. Oh, well, you need to call them and see what's up with that. So I called them. My lawyer calls them, and they talking about, oh, now we took them off of that. Y'all took me off of that, so I'm supposed to get these meds and shit, man. Oh, what? All right, so now it's like, all right, you took me off the medication shit, you took me off the insurance, okay? Now you take me off the website. You don't come see me. You don't write. You know what I'm saying? I didn't need no money because, like I said, I will always get money. You know what I'm saying? Like, my records sell, they sold, so I'm always gonna have some type of money coming in my account or whatever. It was like they said, well, fuck that nigga. All right? Now I'm home, and I shouldn't say fuck y'all niggas. You feel me? That's funny, right? Puff wasn't the one doing the records with me. You know what I'm saying? He was just the last word. Good record. I like that. I want to get on that. It's a good record. No, he's not in the studio 20 hours, 15 hours with me. Never. There wasn't no love over there, man. There wasn't no love. Like, you know, dudes was just using, like, trying to use me. Like, yo, why my shit ain't selling? Like, why I can't get it on Music by Mail? Why I can't get it here? Like, why I can't buy a cassette of this shit? You feel me? It's because motherfuckers took that shit off the shelf.
Listen, all I can say about that is whoa. And it's so sad because Black Rob eventually succumbed to his kidney disease and died at the young age of 52. And then, of course, you got Little J-Lo, aka Cassie, who sued Diddy for sexual assault, alleging that he R-ed her on several occasions and forced her into sex trafficking. Now, I'm not done, because I'm gonna jump to his personal life real quick. Billionaire mogul P. Diddy, who's out here flying young Miami around and taking her on like $1 million shopping sprees, allowed Misa Hilton, the mother of his first child, to go homeless in 2010. And I know, you're like, Sauce, we was rocking with you, but now we know darn well you telling stories. I mean, am I? Check this out.
That was a tough time in my career. The artists that I styled, when they blew up and they got to a certain point, you know, Vogue wanted them and Harper's Bazaar and all the high-end magazines, they wanted to bring in another stylist to execute my look. There were moments that my clients would insist that I be there, so there were times I could be on set and sometimes collaborate. But over time, some of my opportunities went away. Hi, Neil. I was paying employees, those insurances, those taxes, and then I had 2 children in college. The bills were coming, the money wasn't coming in. I didn't understand how to use money as a tool, and so I spread myself too thin. I could not keep afloat without making some sacrifices. I realized that I had to make a choice. Keeping my business afloat, letting my place go. My sacrifice was to give up my home. I would spend a lot of time in my car. I would sleep in my car. I would stay at the train station by the water because water is like one of my favorite places to be. It was my peace. It was my sanctuary. I don't know if I would want to go through something like that again. But being in that place allowed me to see the world differently.
Now let me say this. Based on what I know about P. Diddy, me and him have vastly different moral values. But I gotta tell you, if I had multiple baby daddies and we were like co-parenting our children, at no point in time, if I was a billionaire, would my baby daddies ever be homeless. Well, anyways, in 2018, Kim Porter died under mysterious circumstances after she was reportedly getting ready to publish a tell-all book. Kim Porter's autopsy initially revealed that she died of low-bar pneumonia, which many refused to believe, including Kim Porter's ex, Al B. Shaw. After Porter died, another coroner, Ed White, wanted to reopen Kim Porter's case to verify her original cause of death. However, before he could do it, Winter was found dead in his home. his death was ruled natural causes. Now, let me say this for the record. Even though people are saying Diddy like offed Kim Porter, I do not believe that Diddy offed Kim Porter. I do believe that Diddy like stressed this chick out so much that like he helped to contribute to the fact that her immune system was compromised, which eventually led to her death. But if you actually follow the timeline, I actually believe that Kim Porter was the only woman that Diddy actually ever loved. Now, it's very true that Diddy only claimed Kim like on Tuesdays and Thursdays between 3 and 5 o'clock. But I actually do believe that in his own way, Puffy did love Kim Porter. However, when Puffy turned into Diddy, he switched it up and he turned around and broke her nose. Which brings us to J-Lo, because J-Lo broke up with Diddy after he put her in a very compromising position where she was getting ready to go to jail and become Jenny from D Block instead of Jenny from the Block. And then last but not least, you got Cassie. And we all know what happened. Cassie sued Diddy for alleged sexual assault and trafficking, and he settled for an undisclosed amount of millions within 24 hours of her dropping off them legal papers at the court. I mean, the clerk didn't even have a chance to put a stamp on them papers before that case was closed. Listen, let me know what you think about Diddy's track record over there at Bad Boy Entertainment. And also, let me know what you think about what the artists that were signed to him, like Freddy P, had to say about Diddy. Let me know what you think in the comments. And while you're down there leaving a comment, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to share this with your friends too. Hey yo, thanks for tuning in to Celeb Source, your source for celebrity news. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. Peace.